Dumb.
What are you doing?
I forgot there was a heater under me that was on.
Okay, because you weren't there, and then all of a sudden you pop up and you're there.
Yeah, I was like, all right, we started, and the music's playing, and I'm ready to go, and then I'm like, oh, there's a buzzing heater underneath me. I should turn off, and because it's very cold in the old studio.
Yep.
And so I quickly was reaching, and I was out of my reach. I had to pull it closer, and then I couldn't really see what the on and off was. And then I heard the last note, and I was like, oh.
So introductions now.
Yeah. Did I say everything?
No.
Oh, what part
you
did I say? You
just said hello and welcome.
I said hello and welcome.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay, well, welcome to Deaf and Dumb. I'm Dan.
I'm Dudley. Welcome to the show. We're apart again.
Yeah. But you'll be back in town next week, right?
Yes, I'll be back next week.
So maybe, yeah. Keeping up our pattern.
How's your week?
It's been all right. It's been busy. Felt a little sick in the middle of it, but otherwise it's been good. I got new glasses.
Yeah, I see that. Or I kind of see that in the tiny little screen I have in front of me.
And and then I've been playing some games. Mostly. Well, I watched Gary and John Dorsey play our buddies play Guild Ball on Tuesday.
Oh yeah.
I watched them play a match, and which was fun.
Who won?
And they didn't finish because they've been going slow, and season 3 just came out.
Oh, so they don't have a full grasp of the rules.
All the cards have updated, and some of the rules have changed a little bit, and so they were kind of grappling with that. Plus, John hasn't played a lot. He hadn't played as many games, so he's still kind of learning. And then and so they didn't actually finish it, but Gary and I should be playing this week.
Okay, cool.
So hopefully I'll get a game in, and that'll be good. I've been reading the flavor text of all in the rule books. I hadn't actually read the stories for Guild Ball. This stuff's brutal.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. It's fun.
Yeah.
Lots of violence and vendettas. But and then of course playing Overwatch and Battlefield 1 with you.
Yeah. Battlefield 1.
We've been playing Conquest, the giant, massive 64-player battle.
Yes, and it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy them.
Yeah, you seem to be enjoying it.
I'm really having fun with Battlefield 1. So much flow. It's like very hard for me to decide what to play most evenings or days, and I'm just like, I want to play Battlefield, but I also want to play Pokemon, and I also started playing EVE Online very briefly.
Yeah, I need to check that out. I was gonna do it, and I haven't yet.
And by start playing, I mean I spent an hour maybe playing it, and that's it.
Oh yeah.
So it's I've been very torn because I really am enjoying Battlefield 1. The multiplayer is a lot of fun.
Yes, it is.
And then so I just can't. It's hard for me to not play it.
That's been the problem for me trying to play Pokemon Moon. I haven't played it really at all this week. I need to. I'm liking it. I like the game. I just haven't put any time playing it. Well, I've been moving stuff around a lot and kind of having to take care of a bunch of other stuff, and so I play a little bit of games here and there, and usually Pokemon Moon ends up falling to the side when I try to make time. But I need to play it. I'm going to play it some more today. Probably try to get you to play some Battlefield 1 with me today. And then also a friend of mine at work was telling me about this game called Empyrean. It's on Steam.
Okay.
It's like a kind of a sci-fi kind of building, kind of Minecraft type sci-fi building thing. It's not the prettiest looking game, but it looks fun, and he's like got a little server of it, and I was like, man, that sounds cool, and it's a $20 game, so I was thinking about grabbing it to try it out, but I couldn't because debit card got deactivated because apparently somebody tried to use it for stuff that they weren't supposed to.
Yeah.
And so I haven't had a debit card all week, so I don't have anything to make purchases on Steam.
Aww.
So that kept me from buying that. But
which is probably a good thing.
Yeah, it's probably not a bad thing, but I got the itch to play something where I'm playing multiplayer and building things and doing something creative or being a part of something, so I was kind of digging around. I played around in Minecraft a little bit. I got on the Shotbow Network and was playing some MineZ.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
And which
that doesn't have any of the building creative.
No, it doesn't. But I saw it and I was like, oh, I'm gonna play that for a little bit. And I played for a little. I got pretty far traveling, and then I ran into the first player I had encountered, and he murdered me. Because I was fighting off a zombie, and then after I killed it, he just showed up out of nowhere, and I'm like, crap, and he killed me. And then I was trying to find something to fill that desire, and then I loaded up Rust. And died.
Rust.
I got murdered 3 times, and then I stopped playing. I was running around naked trying to gather resources so I could build some clothes and some weapons, and then I kept getting shot.
Yeah.
So
I played my playing this week has been I get home from work and I play Pokemon. I eat dinner and then I play Pokemon for an hour or so and I go to bed. And But then this weekend I was playing Battlefield 1, so I played with you for a while yesterday. And like I said, I really enjoyed the multiplayer on that. And I was also playing single player. I did several of the war stories in the campaign.
I need to get back to that. I have only just been playing the multiplayer. I've only done like the first 2 set of stories.
Yeah, I've done 3 of them now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think 3 of them. Maybe 4 of them, actually. They're good. Probably my only complaint in general is that I'm already on. I think I'm on the 4th one, or I finished the 4th one, and they're only 6, and so they're not very long.
Yeah.
So it doesn't seem like, but I'm enjoying the multiplayer so much that I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, I bought the game for the multiplayer. I mean,
yeah, that's true.
Cool, but I mostly was interested in multiplayer.
But the stories are good and they're fun and I like them.
They're cool.
Like I said, I played EVE Online very briefly. I just started doing the tutorial, which I've done before, but I had to refresh myself. I'm kind of deciding what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to be a businessman in there. I'm going to be an entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur
of some kind. I
haven't decided.
Yeah, and so we'll see how that goes. Probably go bankrupt, but we'll see.
I need to check it out. I want to. I just don't know what I spent most of this morning, trying to think of what to play, and I was kind of bouncing between things. I checked out yesterday. I checked out the No Man's Sky update.
Yeah, how's it?
Which real quickly, we were a little wrong. The one I thought the update was one. I was reading the update logs for a different one, the one that just came out.
Oh, okay.
But it was very confusing because there was an announcement saying that the new Foundations update was coming, and then the way it was said, it was like it was already out, but then it was the logs list was not what I was looking at, like an old one, and I was confused.
Oh, okay.
So of course we were wrong, and I said, oh, it's already out. Well, it pretty much was by the time the podcast went up, but
it didn't come out till early last week.
Early this week. I think it came out Tuesday, maybe. I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything because I'm probably wrong. But it's out now. That's all that matters.
Yeah. So I remember. I think I was saying it wasn't out yet, and you're like, "Oh, I think it's out already." So you were wrong. I was right.
Information is confusing, and so I checked it out a little bit. The only thing that bugs me, and it's the stuff they added is cool.
Yeah.
The only thing that's still bugging me is, I got into it, and now there's 3 modes. There's the regular mode, which was what we've been playing. Then there's build mode, where you basically play the same game, except you can build stuff.
Okay.
And then there's survival, which is like a harder version of the regular mode. So you don't build stuff in the regular game.
Okay.
Which kind of bugs me, because that means I have to start over. First off, in my new game, I have to start over. I can't start with continue playing my old game and start building things. And then also, it feels like, oh, that's just a way to keep. It's still like there's still a gap where it's like I can build all this stuff, but I'm the only one who's gonna see it, and it's there's no multiplayer element yet. Apparently, you can see messages from other players now in some areas, but
I've heard about that. I saw an article talking about that. But
but that's basically it. So you can't go to a planet someone's been to and build a base on and find their base, as far as I know. And I'm just like, it's like one step away from being cool. I mean, it's all right. It's cool. This build mechanics is pretty cool, and it seems to work fairly well. And you can get a giant frigate ship that you can go and land on, and that's cool. And there's a lot of cool things in it. I'm a little irked, but it's not quite enough, I think. It's like there are all these pieces, and I'm like, if it's just where I could, someone else could come see what I built, even if I'm not there, if they can just come and find it, that would be cool for me. But, and then I only played it for about an hour because I have this problem sometimes in my game where when I get in a ship or I open a menu or something, and it's suddenly the game's running in slow motion. It's like it's bogging down for some reason. And it did that to me when I went to get in a spaceship, and then it just annoyed me and I stopped playing. So, it's a weird, I don't know, performance thing that it just hangs up and it starts running like quarter speed. And
that's no fun.
It takes like 5 minutes to get out of the game just because the menu's loading slow. So I end up just like Alt F4 it and kill it and get out. But yeah, it looks cool. I like all the building stuff is cool, but I haven't played with it much because the game annoyed me.
Well, it sounds like a lot of people.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it makes me I'm still very optimistic, and I'm more so now than I was, that they're going to keep adding stuff and that it's going to become a good game. It has all the pieces. It's just not quite there yet. If once it gets everything gets connected, I think it'll become a really cool game.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's go ahead and start switching over into news because we have a lot to talk about this week.
Yeah,
And in most of the games we've been playing, it's stuff we've been playing. So
it's mostly nothing new.
Nothing new. So let's jump right into the news because there's a lot of awesome stuff I want to talk about.
Yeah.
Lots of trailers came out this week. Lots of cool stuff happening.
Yeah.
You have a preference where you want to start, or do you want to start with I have first?
The first one I was sent, Graham sent me while I was at work. He sent me a link, and it was the new Shovel Knight DLC trailer.
Oh, I didn't see this.
Spectre of Torment.
I missed
trailer.
This.
Oh man, it looks good. It looks awesome. I'm excited. It comes out spring of 2017. Comes out spring next year.
Okay. And I missed that one. That's just a new DLC to play a new character, right?
Yeah. It's just a new free DLC. So if you own Shovel Knight, you'll get it. And you'll get to play Spectre Knight next. And I'm excited. It looks so good.
Oh, cool.
I
missed that.
Another layer to everything.
That was not on my long list of stuff to talk about.
Well, there you go. It's out there. It looks awesome. And I can't wait to play it.
Okay, well, in that case, we had two BGRs this week, because Graham sent me other stuff.
Yeah, he sent me some other things, too.
Yeah, well, let's just start from the top of my list, all right?
Okay.
So, we had a trailer this week from Naughty Dogs.
Yep.
Announcing Last of Us 2.
Uh-huh. You know what I did with it?
You did nothing with it. You didn't watch it.
I did nothing. I didn't watch it.
Well,
because I haven't played the first game at all, really.
Man,
I played the beginning of it, and I just I'm going to watch this, and it's probably going to look cool, but I don't really have a point of reference, other than I might know some of the characters from what little I played. And I was like, I don't know if it's going to spoil anything.
You shouldn't watch it.
I don't know. I don't know anything about it really, other than that first hour of the game I played, and so I just kind of was like, I'm not going to watch this.
Okay, well,
but from your point of view, as someone who has played Last of Us, what do you think of it?
From my point of view, it's awesome.
Yeah,
but you should not watch it. You should play the first game first, and then watch it. because yes, it kind of will take away some of the emotional impact of the game because you
I've heard all this stuff about how emotional the first game is, and I probably have already guessed in my head what happens. I'm pretty sure I can guess.
No, but, you don't. You don't know. You don't know nothing. You know nothing.
I know.
So you just need to go play the game, which you can, because I have a PS. There's a PS3 in the house. The game is in the drawer. Just go set them up and play it, and it'll be awesome. And I will probably try to play it again soon because Graham has offered to let me borrow his remastered edition of the game, so I can play it on the PlayStation 4.
Why don't you send that over? Have him send that to me, and I'll play it on your PS4.
Well, we could do that, and then I'll just play it again afterward because it has the DLC, which I haven't played yet.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Very excited about it.
I thought, and I almost watched it, but then I was just like, if I watch this, it's probably going to spoil something, and so because I just decided just to abstain.
I mean, the only thing it will really spoil is what characters are in the second game, and if you haven't played the first game,
exactly,
it kind of takes some of that impact away.
Yeah, who survives?
Basically. But yeah, great game. Another thing from...
When did it come out?
I don't know. I didn't see a release date.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if they have one yet. If they did, I didn't look. I was just excited and I missed that part. Well, you look it up while I talk about the next thing. Also from Naughty Dogs, they are coming out with a DLC for Uncharted 4. It's called Uncharted Lost Legacy. And it stars... you play a character, Chloe, who is in Uncharted 2 and 3. And it's kind of a standalone game, separate from Uncharted 4, but I assume that means you have to have Uncharted 4 still to play it, but I'm not 100% sure on that. It could be standalone completely. I'm not sure on that. I took it as a DLC.
Yeah.
But it looks good. It looks really good. I don't know anything about Chloe because I did not play any of the other Uncharted games before. But people are excited, and she was a big character in the second and third game. Yeah. So everyone's excited about that aspect. I'm just excited to have more gameplay to play.
Oh, yeah. I'd not played any of the Uncharted, so I, again, didn't watch it. I didn't even know about it. I didn't even know until you said it. There's no release date on it yet, by the way. There's no release date.
I didn't think there was. I figured it'll be at least a year before it comes out. As those things tend to take. Anyway, moving on. Since you care nothing about Naughty Dogs and their
I just
games.
haven't played any of their games.
They're great.
I'm sorry.
Great.
They tend to put them mostly on PS4.
Well, almost all of them are on PlayStation only.
I don't own one, and so I don't. It's hard to play those games.
Okay. Moving on to something you have seen and you are excited about, I'm sure.
Yeah.
The new Death Stranding trailer.
Yeah. So we got some more bizarre shit.
Weird stuff, man.
What the hell is Kojima doing?
Yes, but I'm very excited.
Yeah, it looks so weird. It looks good though. You got a clone of Guillermo del Toro.
Guillermo del Toro his likeness is being used in the game. He's not acting in the game like most times they do. Like Norman Reedus is in the game. He's actually performing the character. Yeah. This one he's not. He's just the likeness is being used for a character. They
just stole his face.
Yeah. I assume they have his approval. Him and Kojima are very buddy-buddy, so I'm sure it's good.
Well, I mean, if I made a game, Dudley, and put your face in it without getting your approval, would you be annoyed?
How would I know it's my face and not yours?
Because it would be uglier.
I don't think that works. But yeah, let's talk about some of the things that are in the trailer. So, new character being performed by a very popular actor by the name of Mads Mikkelsen. Mads Mikkelsen. Which I want to say, he is an awesome name.
He does. He's a good actor, too.
He's a great really actor. And the characters, he kind of became well known after playing Hannibal in the show Hannibal.
Yeah, I first saw him in Casino Royale. He was Le Chiffre in Casino Royale.
Yeah, he was Latif in Casino Royale. He was also in Doctor Strange, if you saw him that recently.
Yeah, I did see that.
There's a comparison between his character in Doctor Strange and Death Stranding, because apparently he likes to have stuff done around his eyes. I don't know.
His eyes just pop when you put some black around it.
Or, yeah, something around his eyes. He's got those eyes. That's exciting.
There's a lot of umbilical cords going on in this game.
Oh yeah.
They're like in the original trailer. We had Norman Reedus with tied to a baby, and we got Guillermo del Toro with the baby in a pod baby with some kind of hose hooked up to it. We got
skeleton soldiers who have umbilical cords connecting to them from Mads Mikkelsen. Just a lot of airplanes that have the cords hanging from them.
Yeah, it's weird.
Lots of weird imagery.
Well, and you got this old style planes flying over, and you got tanks with like stuff falling off of it, and squid stuff all over them. It just looks crazy. I just don't know what to make of all of it. I'm excited about it. It's so bizarre. I just don't know what to do with it. I just watch it and go, okay. I'm still wondering what the game's going to actually be.
I have theories.
Oh, yeah? What's your theories?
I have some theories. The first one, which I told Graham about, and he said this is not a new one, but I'm going to present it like it's my own.
Okay.
Because I didn't talk to anyone else about it. I just came up with the theory.
You came up with this all on your own.
Yeah. Well, I saw the trailer, took it in, let it settle, and then I saw the posters. Yes.
Digested it.
I saw the posters next, and they had the posters, one with Mads Mikkelsen, one with Guillermo del Toro holding the baby, and then I was looking at the baby, and I thought, that's Norman Reedus.
Yeah.
My theory is that the baby that he's carrying is Norman Reedus.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this theory carries on because I saw an article recently that someone watched both trailers side by side at the same time, and there's a weird, something kind of weird happens when you play them side by side. If you played the first trailer and that one, there's a moment when in the second trailer where Guillermo del Toro attaches a cord to the baby tank and the baby appears. Well, if you fly them side by side, the first trailer, the baby disappears when that happens. So Norman Reedus is holding the baby. It disappears from the first trailer, appears in the second trailer at the exact same moment.
Oh, like there's some weird traveling something or other.
Yeah. So this brings about my second theory.
Oh, yeah.
That there are two stories that are going to happen in this game. Yeah. There's going to be a story with Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah.
And then there'll be a story with Norman.
Yeah.
And these are two dimensions, or two things happening at once. And so you have Norman Reedus, who is the baby, but he's in this weird dimension with the dead whales and squid, whatever, and floating things. So he's in there, and he's doing something. And then Del Toro is in the real world, as I'm going to call it, and trying to protect the baby.
As real as it can be.
So these are my theories. They're based on nothing other than just, I think this is what it is. I will probably be completely wrong.
As usual.
As I usually am. Because every time I have theories like this, I usually keep them to myself because they're wrong. But I'm putting it out there this time. I'm committing to them.
I usually have the exact opposite problem. I have this idea in my head. I'm like, oh, what if it could be this? And I don't say them. I keep them to myself because it could be wrong. And I end up being right. And I'm like, man, I should have said something. Because then I would have been like, oh, lady, I told you. That's happened to me a couple times in Westworld. I was like, what if it's this? And I'm like, I don't know. And I didn't say anything. And then it happened. And I'm like, shit. Why did I say something? I could have been right.
Yeah, so I'm putting myself out there. I'm going with these theories, and I'm sure someone else is having them too. I'm sure I'm not the only one, but we'll see if I'm right.
Yeah, if you can figure it out, then everyone's already figured it out.
Probably. So Norman Baby, or
Baby Norman.
And alternate dimension. That's what I'm going with, or a timeline maybe. Alternate timelines. It could be that too. So in related. news. This comes from a BGR, a Buddy Graham report. Yeah, yes, it's in there. There's in related news, Del Toro tweeted this week, fuck Konami. He literally said, he tweeted that out, and then he changed it. he changed the tweet. He edited it later, like an hour later. He changed it to Konami canceling Silent Hill after PT is one of the most moronic things I've ever witnessed.
Yeah.
So that was
it's pretty dumb.
Yeah.
But it was never going to be that game because they were getting rid of Kojima. So but they're not going to let some licenses they have go away. So
no, of course not.
So why they're just not going to make it. So wait until everyone forgets about it and try to make another one with someone else.
And then he tweeted after that, "Viva Kojima."
I'm really excited because Kojima's had his umbilical cord cut, and he can
quite literally.
And he can now just run free and do whatever crazy things he comes up with, which he's capable of some pretty bizarre stuff. Just if you need an example, look at all the Death Stranding stuff.
Yeah. I'm excited about the whole thing in general. Yes, I'm sad. It's kind of a bittersweet thing because we're not going to get any more Kojima Metal Gear Solid. And to me, that means Metal Gear Solid is done. If Konami keeps making games, so be it. But it's not going to be Metal Gear Solid anymore.
Well, and to me, I like the Metal Gear games, but there's a bunch of them, and I'm, let's just call it done and move on with our lives.
And that's the way I consider it now because Kojima's no longer involved with it, therefore it is done. So I'm excited. The sweet part of the bittersweet is that he now isn't confined to the world of Metal Gear Solid for his next game. He doesn't have to fit into the story he's already created. He can be completely free and new characters, new ideas, and I'm just excited about it.
Well, and there have been times where he seemed like he didn't want to make any more Metal Gears, but because he worked for Konami and they had the license and that was one of their big licenses, they wanted him to keep making Metal Gear games. So
well, and when you're creating something that you have to build off something else, it does limit you. In some ways, you have to kind of keep within the confines of what you've already created to keep fans happy, and that's
even
more
though
difficult.
He did kind of break that a lot. I mean, look at some of the technology in which one was 5?
Yeah,
Metal Gear 5. Is like they had that technology then at this time period, but they didn't have some of this in in Metal Gear 1 later.
Yeah, that's gonna happen, but it's just great games.
Yeah,
I have other stuff to talk about Kojima, but we'll get back to that in a minute. Let's go on to another game that a new trailer came out from.
Oh yeah.
Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
Oh, I didn't know there was a new trailer.
There's a new trailer and a new demo.
Okay.
Demo, like a video of people playing the game. You can't actually play it.
Okay.
The trailer was cool.
So more of an actual demonstration, not a demo.
Yeah, a demonstration.
Like people.
Yeah, it was two guys playing the game, and you had it was like an 8-minute video of them playing it, and I don't know who they are, but
I'm sure some people do.
Because I didn't care about them, I just wanted to see the gameplay.
Yeah.
And the gameplay video excited me more than the trailer did, because you actually see some of the mechanics in the game, and they've broken away from what the Legend of Zelda series typically is.
Yeah.
And they've introduced a lot of the modern RPG elements.
That's cool.
And I'm very excited.
Been the thing that's been interesting me the most is that it looks like they're breaking away from the mold, and that I haven't played a Zelda game, any of the new Zelda games, in a long while. I think I played Link Between Worlds. I think is the last one I played, but I haven't played I didn't play Twilight Princess. I didn't play. I
played Twilight Princess. That was the last one I played.
What was the other one?
There was one after that, but I'm drawing a blank on what it is.
Yeah, I didn't.
But there was one after that on the Wii U.
Robert's gonna call me later and tell me what it is.
Yeah, he'll send us a text or something. I'll see him later today. He'll remind. But yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot today. We recorded this on Sunday. Westworld's finale's coming on tonight.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, all right, moving on.
We don't have time for Westworld.
I know, but Dudley, it's Westworld.
I know. Breath of the Wild. Okay, so the demo it shows your weapon can break, your swords can break. You can pick up enemy weapons.
Okay.
So these are things that are typically
I
in
knew about the finding
RPG.
other people's weapons thing. I remember that in one of the earlier demos or trailers or something.
Yeah. So yeah, so it's just adding more elements. There's a whole survival element to it where eating will heal you, and I don't know if you have to eat to survive or something.
Just a way to gain health.
Yeah, but there's an element of eating stuff. There's different types of armor, different types of things you can wear. You can pick and choose your weapons, and you can pick. It's very much an RPG now, and that's a modern RPG, and it's really
Here's
cool.
the problem, Dudley.
What? What's the
I
problem?
don't own any system that it'll be out on.
Well, I will probably get a Nintendo Switch because it looks awesome, and it's going to be on it. So
yeah, but I don't live with you anymore. So
I guess you're going to have to buy a Nintendo Switch yourself.
But they're already going to make me buy a PS4 Pro or a PS4 at least, so I can play Red Dead 2. I just don't see myself buying a Nintendo system.
Well,
they should just, you know what they should just do? They should just release it on the 3DS and call it done.
That's
they
not
should
going to
just
happen.
do that.
I don't think the 3DS hardware is capable of doing that.
Oh, I'm sure it's capable.
No.
Don't sell it short, Dudley. They could just do that for me. That'd be great.
That's not going to happen. No.
No. I could just be the only one who has it. I don't need to spend that money.
Let's just wait and see what the price is going to be on the Nintendo, and then you can decide all that.
I hate buying a system just for one game.
That's true. But, okay, supposedly the rumor is that the third Pokemon game will be on the Switch, so maybe that'll be a good incentive, too. You can buy it, too. So you have two games. And then there's going to be a Mario game for it, and that's going to be good,
Maybe. We don't know that.
The imagery we've seen of it so far looks very much Mario 64. So
I haven't seen it yet. I
think
should check that out.
Well, it's in the little trailer that they put out for the Switch. They had some Mario footage in it, so I'm sure.
I got an idea.
What?
All right, listen. All right, I'm talking directly to the Nintendo right now. Hello, Nintendo.
The Nintendo.
The Nintendo. Hello, Nintendo.
Okay.
We are deaf and dumb, and we talk about games, and we would like to talk about your system and your games. So, in order, I cannot buy one, but if you send me one, I will talk about it all day. Every episode, I'll mention the Switch, and I'll give you my honest opinion, and I'll talk about all your games. You just got to send them to me, and we'll make it happen for our dozen listeners.
We have more than a dozen. Don't discredit our audience.
I honestly have no idea how many people listen. You look at the numbers. I don't know.
I have a general idea, but I'd rather not say. Okay. Daniel's selling himself out for Nintendo, but okay. Which he has told me multiple times that we can't do that, but I guess you can do it now. I don't know.
What now?
I've tried to sell out, and you won't do it.
Do what now?
I've tried to get people to send us stuff, and you're like, no, we're not doing that. And then you're doing it for a Nintendo.
No, well, it's a Nintendo, does it?
Oh, so that's the price. That's the line. It has to be a Nintendo.
Well, it's one of those things that I love and I hold dear, but I don't feel like I should spend my money on it.
It is. Nintendo is very much our childhood, and it would be nice to go back to that.
Yeah, I haven't been there in a while. And I'm not against selling out. I just refuse to tell everyone it's good just because they send it to us for free. But usually, I mean, the one thing that's been sent to us free was amazing. But
yeah. And we'll talk about that in a little bit, too. I have more to talk about that, too. We'll get to that in a minute.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But I have one more game that has been announced, and a teaser was put out for it, and so I'll bring it up real quick. There's a new Telltale game coming.
Oh, yeah? What is it? Is it something... Let me guess the title. It's something, a Telltale game series.
Yep, that's exactly it. You were right on that, 100%. The something in that title is Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. They haven't. That's all there is. The teaser is literally just a title that's very much ripping from the movies, with the tape player, which I have a little bit of problem with that trailer because it shows the tape cassette player playing, and it's in space floating through, and there are headphones there, and you hear the music from the headphones,
and you can't hear anything in space.
This is space. There's no air.
Dudley,
there's nothing there. There's no sound to travel.
No. I mean, you know, you're a film guy. You're familiar with the Elias Smith and Jones shot, right?
Yeah. Well, yes, of course.
You can hear there's two people a mile away. They're a little speck, and you can hear them clearly as if you're standing next to them. It's the same thing. It's an Elias Smith and Jones headphones floating in space. You're hearing it as if you're right next to it and having it on your head.
No.
But, in space, it doesn't matter.
The Elias Smith and Jones shot, there is still air between you and them.
Yeah, but you're not going to hear them from that far away.
No.
See, now you're splitting hairs.
Yeah, well, I'm splitting hairs because Telltale Games wants to put their name in every title of the game they make. But that aside... which I understand why they do it, but I just,
well, because all their games are licenses.
Yeah.
They want you to know who made them.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah,
did you see the Guardians trailer that came out this week?
Oh, man. Yes.
Oh, it looks so good.
It's so good.
I am great.
If this was a show, we would...
I'd spend all day talking about that trailer.
We'd spend the entire hour talking about that trailer because, my God, it looks great.
I didn't need to see it. I was ready after the first trailer. Honestly, after the first movie, I was like, yeah, just make another one. I'm ready. But seeing the first trailer, I was like, yes, I want to see this. But seeing the second one, I'm just like, I did not know what I needed until I saw that trailer.
Oh, man. The marketing for that, which I was just reading, that first teaser almost didn't get put out.
Oh, yeah?
They almost didn't do it.
Oh, yeah?
The studios apparently almost didn't let them do it, but then I don't know why they let them do it, and then the new one just builds on that one. It's just fantastic. Oh,
yeah.
Man.
Yeah, so
but this is not a show, so we're gonna move on from that.
All right, moving on. Okay. Yeah, we got stuff still got a lot of stuff to cover.
Yes.
Next... You have told me. I'm done with my list.
You're done with your list already.
Yeah, I didn't have that much. We talked about the things I was excited about talking about.
Okay, so the next big thing I wanted to talk about was the 2016 Game Awards happened this week.
Oh, okay.
So it's the big award thing where they announce all these, best of games. So I wanted to talk about some of the games that were awarded this year.
The ones that you like. Are there ones on it that you don't like? You think?
Oh no! I ignored all the ones I haven't played. I want to talk about the ones that won that we have actually talked about on this show.
Okay, and we probably had an influence on it, right?
That's what I'm going with here. Because
we let people know about it.
Yes.
It became a hit.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
All these games on this, a lot of games we talked about on the show won awards.
Okay.
And so I just want to reinforce the fact that we're right.
Yeah, we're always right. We know good games.
Yes.
We may not know when they come out, or what kind of game it is, or what a MOBA is, or anything that's actually helpful or informational, but we can tell you what a good game is.
Yes, that is one thing
we might
were
not be
actually
able to accurately describe it, but we can tell you what a good game is.
Okay. Well, let's start with, what do you think the game of the year was?
I saw it and I forgot. And I don't remember.
Okay, I'll give you a hint. It's something you play.
Something I play. I'm currently playing. Or
yeah.
Is it Overwatch?
It is Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Overwatch won Game of the Year.
That's a good game.
Good solid game. I haven't played it yet.
Yeah,
but a lot of people are enjoying it.
I've been trying to push you since you're employed that to buy it.
Yeah, I'm almost there. I'm close to buying it. I just haven't done it yet. But we'll see. But it won 4 awards at the award ceremony. They got Game of the Year, which was the big one. They also got let me scroll down my list here. Oh, I didn't. Oh, there they are. Best multiplayer game, best esport game, and then best game direction.
Okay.
So they won a bunch of awards. So that's pretty cool for them.
It's a fun game.
You've been talking about it for since it came out.
Yeah, I've been playing it pretty much at least once a week since it came out, which is unusual for me. I usually play something for a while and then I kind of move on to other things, and I still find time to play it.
Yeah, and you've been trying to get me in on it. And Robert plays it.
Because there's 3v3 right now in the arcade, and so me, you, and Rob, we could be the Brothers May power team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That won't be a power team because I've never played, and
we'll
bring y'all down.
We'll find that one character you're good at, and we'll build a team around it.
Oh, yeah. So it's won a lot of awards. Very popular. The other games that won awards that we have talked about. One of them. Okay, you want to guess what the next game that's won a couple of awards that we talked about a lot?
Based on your earlier comments, I assume Inside is one of them.
Okay, yes, Inside is one of them.
Okay.
The one game that we have gotten a review copy of won. It won the best independent game.
And by the way, thank you, Playdead. You guys. Awesome.
Yes,
I was just telling a friend of mine, a guy I work with, how good both their games are, and how you should play them, and how they are good investments.
Yes.
And our bro Rob was playing it recently.
Yeah, he's been playing. He was playing he got the Inside not long ago. He was giving it to him for his late birthday present by a friend of his. And he played it and he liked it.
He enjoyed it.
So Inside won best independent game.
Oh yeah.
It also won best art direction.
Yeah, I could agree with that. It's good.
Yeah.
It's a good looking game.
2 games. That's another game. So that's the big one we're talking about. Okay, now another game that we talked a lot about on this show, or I should say, I talk a lot about on this show.
Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go. It won best mobile and handheld game.
Yeah, I mean you had to give it to it. I mean, just because the way it exploded and the way the social aspects of that implications of that game alone made it noteworthy.
Yeah, it also won best family game.
Okay.
Of course, you have to keep in mind the time frame this award is from date in November to November.
Oh yeah.
So Pokemon Sun and Moon hadn't come out yet. So it would have probably won the mobile handheld game. I would guess. Maybe. I don't know. It wasn't as big as, I don't think as big as Pokemon Go was, but that's just because everyone has a smartphone. So
yeah, exactly.
But yeah. So cool.
Yeah, cool.
You want to take a stab at some of the other games that might have won some games?
You want to give me some categories and I'll try to guess.
Oh, let's see. Let's go. We've done. One game we haven't played, but it won Best Action Adventure Game. You want to take a guess?
Game we haven't played.
We haven't played. We have talked about it, yes, briefly.
Best Action Adventure Game, but we haven't played. One of the Uncharted games or something, or
That's not true because I've played Uncharted.
Oh well, I don't, so I don't want to get matters.
Yeah. You want a hint?
Yeah.
It is a sequel.
Dishonored 2?
Dishonored 2, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
The best action adventure game, so we probably should get on that one.
I need to play that one. I want to play it. It's so hard for me to spend money. Maybe, in 2 weeks I get on my little holiday vacation and I will have lots of time. Maybe I will purchase it then with the money that I normally would have spent on lunch for 2 weeks.
That's a good idea. You should get it on Steam so I can play it as well. Okay, best action game. What do you think that was?
Best action game.
We did play this one. Not very long, but we did play it. It came recommended from a friend of ours named Tristan.
Doom?
Doom. Yep.
Yeah. I was going to guess Doom, but then you said our buddy Tristan. I knew it had to be Doom.
Yep. It was Doom.
Yeah. I need to go back and play it some more. Cause I liked what I saw. I just didn't get very far.
Yeah. It won 2 awards as well. It won Best Action Game. It also won Best... Oh, I didn't copy it. It was Sound and Music, I think. Soundtrack.
Oh, okay.
It won for that, so that's pretty cool.
I'm concerned, Dudley.
What are you concerned about?
Are we mainstream? Is that what this is telling us? That we're too mainstream? We're not cool and hip? We're not on the fringes? We don't know what the real kids are into? What's really good? Like when movies, like the popcorn blockbusters. Is that who we are, Dudley?
No, I think we just know what's good, and the people are agreeing with it. Because if we set these games and this award didn't confirm any of it, we wouldn't be talking about it right now.
I mean, I don't know what I don't know what goes into the award system, but it's like anything like the Oscars, where it's all politics and ads and that bullshit. And so I don't watch the Oscars because every year it's like, I know the ones I would pick, but they don't win or don't even get nominated or
yeah. Well, it's one of those things where, like, when they agree with me, I talk about them. When they don't, I just ignore them.
Okay. Yeah.
So next year, when the Game Awards happens again in 2017, if their list doesn't match mine, we're not going to have to talk about it in the episode.
See, I'm heavily invested in the Steam Awards.
Yeah. You made, you voted on that.
I voted, as an acting member of Steam.
Yeah.
A very active member.
Okay, best narrative. What do you think?
Best narrative.
This, I'm not going to give you a hint because it'll give it away too quickly. But I'll let you guess.
Is it something we've talked about?
So we have talked about it. Yes.
Okay. Best narrative. Is it Firewatch? Yeah, pretty good narrative.
No.
That's is it a bigger game?
It's a big game, yes.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a hint.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a small hint.
Okay.
I have played it. You have not.
Okay. Is it Bloodborne?
It is not Bloodborne.
Okay.
That narrative is too vague.
That's. I imagine it's very similar to the Dark Souls, and that was a shot in the dark. You've played? I haven't.
You want another hint?
Yeah.
Okay, we talked about it in this episode already.
Oh shit! Is it Eve? It's not Eve?
No.
What did we talk on there that you haven't played?
This is best narrative.
Best narrative. I don't know
story. It has a great
I know what
story.
narrative means. I'm trying to think what you were talking about that I haven't played yet.
Okay,
is it the Uncharted games?
Yes, Uncharted 4.
Okay. Fine, I don't care about that.
You are terrible at guessing.
I'm not. I just didn't know what you were going at. Okay.
Uncharted 4 won for best narrative game. Best narrative, so best story. And I agree, that's a good story.
I think it's biased because it's only on the PS4. They should include all games. All games matter.
Naughty Dogs are well known for their making really good story games. You just haven't played them, which, being a story guy, you think you would.
You think I would have, right?
Yeah, so you should really get on that. Last of Us, you should definitely play. If you don't play Uncharted 4, fine, because I can understand that one. There's a lot of backstory going up to that one. So, but 4 alone is a good story and a good game. But Last of Us, you got to play.
Yeah, I don't know if "got to" is the word, but I should try to, I guess.
If you like games with good stories, you should play them.
I do like good games with good stories, but I have a lot of games to play right now. And I haven't played a lot of other games I'd like to play, too. Mm-hmm. And I can't say that Last of Us is top of the list. I mean, it's on there.
Okay, well, moving on.
It's a hard world, Dudley.
Yeah.
A hard world full of limited time.
Yeah.
All right, what else we got?
Okay, best strategy game?
Best strategy? Civ 6?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, that was an easy one. Civ 6, good game.
Yeah.
Moving on.
I almost loaded it up again today. Yeah, yesterday I was gonna play it, and then I got distracted by something.
I have something about Civ 6 I want to talk about, and we'll get to that in a little bit after we get through the awards.
Okay.
Most anticipated game award.
Not most anticipated, like
it's not out yet, but it's coming out like soon in the future, like next year, early. Well, not early, but when another console comes out, it will be coming out probably pretty quick.
Oh, is it the Breath of the Wind?
Yep.
Yeah, Zelda.
It's Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild? What? I don't know why I always say Wind.
I do too. I was writing the notes and I wrote Breath of the Wind. Oh, Breath of the Wind first. I don't know why I always think it's
Breath of the Wind.
It just sounds right.
It's not a good title.
It's terrible, but it sounds right.
Breath of the Wild. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So, obviously. And then the last one I want to talk about, and the award that won, it's Best RPG. And it's a game we haven't played. We haven't even really talked about, but I had a BTR this week from Graham.
Is it the new Final Fantasy?
No. It's The Witcher 3.
Oh, yeah.
Which he started playing this week.
Oh, really? He hadn't, I thought he'd played it already.
No, he hasn't. He just got it this week.
Yeah, okay.
And he was telling me about it, and he kind of piqued my interest, even though I didn't
I've
play
had several people tell me.
Yeah.
One of the guys I work with has been going, you need to get that game. It's so good. And I'm like, I'm just so jaded because I started off when The Witcher 2 was coming out. I checked out 1, and 1's not that good of a game.
One's terrible.
And I just didn't. It just wasn't good. It felt like I was playing a single player MMO. And so I didn't because of that I didn't buy 2, and then I still had that bad taste in my mouth, and I haven't been able to.
Okay, the problem with 1 is not really that the game itself is bad; it's that the mechanics of the game are bad.
Yeah, the mechanics.
The controls are weird. It's just not good, and so it makes it hard to. It makes it hard to get into, and that's why I did get into it.
Yeah,
and Graham was agreeing with me on that, and he said the second one kind of takes a weird detour in the story element, but it's good. But this one goes back to the roots of the game and the book, apparently, and where it's like the monster hunting element of it.
I've heard good things, and I need to, at some point, maybe if it goes on sale during the holidays, maybe I will finally break down and buy it.
It probably will, because I think it was on sale within the last little
for the fall
sale they did, the autumn sale. But apparently the game is huge. He said the map is like 3.5 times bigger than Skyrim.
Wow, that's big.
That's huge.
That's huge.
So, yeah.
That's huge.
Huge.
So we're running low on time, Dudley.
I know, and I still have stuff I want to talk about. Okay, so we may run a little long today, but we're gonna get through all this.
Nope, I'm cutting this off at an hour.
Nope, not gonna do it. One last thing about the Game Awards. So last year, they Metal Gear Solid 5 won a big award.
Yeah,
but Kojima was not allowed to.
Yeah, Konami blocked Kojima.
Konami didn't allow them to him to accept the award, and he didn't accept it. Or even the guy tried to give it to him for the last year. He wouldn't ever accept it. He basically said he didn't want blood on his hands.
Yeah.
But the award, he finally, they had a big thing where he finally went up and accepted the award.
Oh, that's cool.
And so that was pretty cool. But it did bring out some lights, some interesting information about him working with Konami. And apparently he was isolated in a room by himself for like the last several months he was working there. And was working with the team by proxy, which is weird.
That's really weird.
And really sad, but he kind of persevered through it. And
I'm glad he got out of this.
Yeah, and so Kojima, congratulations for finally getting your award. I'm excited to see what else you're gonna do.
Because you're listening to this right now.
Yes. Oh, I'm sure he is. He listens every week. I get messages from him all the time.
I think you might be delusional.
Okay. I have two more things I want to talk about. One of them is a new game that I saw, and the other one is Civ 6. So I'm going to start with Civ 6.
Okay, well, you got 5 minutes.
It's going to take longer than that. Okay, so I came across this article talking about a group of people playing Civilization 6 by diplomacy.
Like via, how
okay, so there's a lot of people playing one game of Civ 6.
Okay.
And so they have groups of them, and so there's they have branches like a government that are playing this one game. So they're running the game, and so they have a legislative branch which debates on forms of laws which govern all the aspects of the play.
So it's like, we want to make this deal. Well, then it's got to go through a whole bunch of people to decide whether they want to do the trade deal or not, or whether you're going to go to war with somebody. That's cool. Do they have one person who's like the controller or whatever, just running the game?
I'm getting there. There's a judicial branch, which is there that settles disputes that arises from the large groups.
Okay.
So if there's discrepancies on what they want to do, they help settle that.
Okay.
And then there's also the executive branch, which are the people who actually played the game.
Oh, okay.
So they're like the president, basically. Okay. They make the final decision.
Okay.
But they're informed by the other branches of this government. There's a whole Reddit, subreddit.
I'm going to have to go read this.
I haven't delved too deep into it yet, but it looks really great.
Do they have a name for it?
It's I'm going to say this wrong. Democrative.
Democrative?
Democrative. That's it.
You should ask me about
We'll have to post a link to the deal so people can find it. But it looks interesting. And there's also apparently sub moments in, or sub parts of this. So like mayors who run specific cities in the game. So they're like small government within the government.
Oh, that's cool.
And they all play one game. I haven't looked too much into it because I really am interested in it, but I only discovered this today, and I'm like, oh, this sounds great. But you can go be a part of it. And in fact, if you go to the Reddit page, the first thing it says is register to vote.
That's amazing.
Because, if you that's the only way you're going to find out, about more information is you got to register to vote, and voting is important.
That sounds awesome.
It sounds great.
That sounds really good. Called Democrative? What's it called?
Democrative.
Democrative?
Yes.
Like Civ 6 or something?
No, I had a link to it, and I can send it to you. Okay,
we'll put the link in the episode description.
Yeah, really interesting.
Okay.
Okay. Do we have time for me to talk about a weird game? Okay, we got a minute.
A little bit. You got a few minutes.
Okay.
We can. I'll allow it, Dudley. I'll allow you to go.
I'm curious if you've seen this game.
Okay.
It's called.
It's called
Genital Jousting.
I have seen this game.
Of course you have.
I have. Yeah.
Okay.
I have. I saw it a little while ago. Yeah.
Okay. This is it's been out maybe a little while, but I was reading about it, and it's called. It's in early access. It's only $5. It's a cheap game, and I haven't got it yet. But I watched the trailer for it, and I've read the description.
Yep.
And I just want to read that. If nothing else, I just want to read the description for this game. Okay.
It's I wonder what the description is. I don't know how I would describe this game.
Okay. Genital Jousting is an online and local multiplayer party game about flaccid penises and wiggly anuses for up to 8 players at once.
Yeah.
Players control detached penis, complete with testicles and anus. Multiple game modes provide a stimulating orgy of objectives.
You're a giggling schoolgirl, right?
Penetrate and be penetrated as fast as possible, or compete in absurd and silly and sexually suggestive games and challenges.
Yep. Just go watch it. Just look up the trailer and watch it.
Oh my god!
It's
and then,
hilarious and kind of
so
gross
crude.
and
It's
funny.
so
It's
crude.
just really absurd, but it's really funny.
It's really
so
funny.
if you don't mind seeing a bunch of hopping detached penises, trying to fuck each other.
Okay, the next paragraph in the description, it says, if this is something that makes you uncomfortable or sounds unappealing, please do not purchase or play Genital Jousting, or even continue reading.
Yeah, if this isn't for you, don't buy it.
But I will say, it has 93% approval rating on
Yeah, because
Steam.
anyone who would disapprove of it wouldn't buy it.
And
it looks hilarious. I watched it and I'm like, I could see this being like as a party game. With a bunch of adults, I could see it being really funny.
Man,
and really,
yeah, I could see it being hilarious and absurd and disgusting, and it's really funny.
It is really funny.
But it's really playful, so it's kind of silly.
Yeah, it's kind of cartoony because they are hopping around a little detached.
It's just man, that game. I just like. The fact that it's only $5 too, like even if you did get it and get offended by it, you only lost $5.
I don't know how you buy it without not realizing that it's gonna offend you. If it's gonna offend you, I don't even know how you would have even
offended
watch
you
the
with
trailer.
the trailer.
Yeah, it's really funny. It's really silly.
It just made me laugh. I had to share it.
Yeah,
it's just so
I
absurd.
remember seeing it like last week or something, and I thought that's really funny, and I just didn't think to bring it up. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Well, did we cover everything that you really just had to cover?
Yes. I'm surprised we did it in the time we did.
I know,
but,
we went through a lot of stuff.
Lots
mostly
of great
because we
stuff
didn't spend a lot of time talking about the games we were actually playing.
Yeah,
I think
I intentionally kept that short because I knew we had a lot to cover.
I'm probably gonna keep cycling through a bunch of my games today, trying to decide what I'm gonna play. I know I've been kind of bouncing around trying to find which one I'm really wanting to play. I don't know what yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess we'll wrap it up then.
Yep.
As always,
there are actually, just to reiterate, there was a few things I left out for time.
Oh.
So maybe we'll get to it next week.
Cut for
we'll
time. As always, please go to our website at deafandumb.com. That's DEAFNDUMB.com. And you can find all the episodes there. You can, click the link to go to our iTunes page to subscribe to us. You can also go to the Facebook page, like us there, please, and follow us on Twitter, because we totally post a lot of stuff there. And
let's go ahead and give our Twitter handle, just so you know.
Yeah, it's
our personal one.
What is it?
You don't know? No, yours.
Our personal
What's yours?
Mine is Daniel W. May.
At Daniel W. May.
At Daniel W. May. So you can follow me there.
Yeah, that's Daniel's Twitter page.
Yeah,
mine is Dudley or at Dudley_May.
Okay,
that's mine. The official
you
one.
had to put the underscore in there.
You have to put the underscore, yeah.
Oh,
I could not get Dudley May because someone else had it already.
What?
That is someone else. That is not me.
What?
Yeah.
Someone else named Dudley May out there exists?
Yeah. Well, no, it's not even his name.
What?
The guy, it's not even the guy's name. He
the
just
guy's
has
like,
that
this
handle.
is a funny
I don't know
name.
why.
This is a funny name.
Yeah. So, but mine is Dudley_May. You can also the podcast Twitter is Deaf in Dumb Pod. So at Deaf in Dumb Pod, or you can find it at the top of the page on our website.
Yeah. And as always, we put a new episode out every Monday. And we will just keep on trucking on. Don't expect us to take a break for the holidays. We just keep doing it.
This is the
Do you have your hand raised?
42, episode 42.
Yeah.
So this is the meaning of life.
Yeah.
This whole episode is the meaning of life.
This episode is the life,
the universe, and everything.
On that, thank you very much for listening. I'm Dan May.
And I'm Dudley May, and this has been Deaf and Dumb. Viva la Kojima.